Swell, 3, 4. Build it up, 3, 4. Swell, 3, 4. Build it up, 3, 4. Build it up. 3, 4.
What up, everybody?
Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, man? What's up, bro? How you been, man? Y'all, I'm just playing around today. We're gonna be solidifying lines for the show. I sound terrible. I haven't been playing in a few days or almost a week now because we've been putting the stems together for the show. Let's talk about it. So getting all the cues together for the show coming up April 29th.
Swell, 3, 4.
I probably won't be on the stage for this part.
Build it up, 3, 4.
This is my first song. It's not released yet. It's called Automatic. I love the intro though.
Swell, 3, 4. Build it up, 3, 4.
What y'all saying? Man, I'm doing my best. My show is really kind of like smooth jazz. I got a couple of gospel tunes that I cover in there. But most of the stuff is my original stuff, man. So I appreciate it. One more time on the intro.
Swell, 3, 4. Build it up, 3, 4. Swell. 3, 4. Build it up. 3, 4.
Song number 1, second song goes straight into it. Second song goes straight into it.
All in. 3, 4.
Here's a scale that fits right into there. Am I still muted? Am I still muted or no? I can hear myself. Oh, I can hear myself. It's probably too much information going in from my guitar. I like this song right here. Oh, don't do that.
All in. 2, 3, 4.
got some like delay on this joint. But we working out the kinks. The first show, man. We're going, you know, we're going all in. It's at a lounge called Grown Folks, April the 29th. Here in Sacramento. Then I'm doing my favorite song, dedicating this one to my wife.
Intro.
This is my favorite song.
1, 2, 3, 4. Verse 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes you just gotta figure it out, know where you are. Yeah, I'm singing that. Somebody said sing it, sing a little bit.
Intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Verse 2, 3, 4. Bridge 2, 3, 4.
On the piano and the guitar. And that's, I'm going over, like, I hear this bass line in my head. Sunny days, sunny days. Ooh. It's probably not like all the way correct, but it works good. On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. It's not that. Hold on. Yeah, so on a perfect day, you know that I can count on you. I like the electric piano. I like the electric piano. If you guys heard my song Jack of All Trades, the new single that's out, we put the
This one
stems
right
together.
here comes by request. It is called.
So that click, 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 click is for the drummer. It's going to be on the left-hand side, so nobody else will hear it.
This one right here comes by request. It is called Jack.
You see who I'm repping, Sacramento.
Trades. I know
Intro
you love this.
2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I am, because I don't want to, number one, the show is like coming up really, really fast. And so, you know, we have a few weeks to start getting the rehearsal and that type of thing and solidifying who the band is going to be. So I am doing my own stems right now. I've been working in the studio for like a week taking my actual tracks, because the full album, Jack of All Trades, is done. The single was dropped in February, I think. The single was dropped in February, but the full Jack of All Trades album is actually done. And so I got the Q packs and all that other stuff. I made up some little breaks here and there for the stems, but for the most part, yeah, building out the stems and the clicks and the cues for the drummer. So, like even playing out, like that last song was by a guy named, I took the intro from Can You Stand the Rain? So if you didn't hear this, you would just hear the song. So this is how it's going to sound to the audience. This is one of my favorite. I'm a new edition guy. That's what I was born and raised on. Fix the tempo, 2, 3, and then we kick in. Then that's just me playing chords over it on classic Rhodes. And I didn't do anything but keys on that. I didn't want there to be other strings, or I might put some chimes in at some different transitions. So I'm a Logic guy now. I used to be Pro Tools like crazy. And the learning curve for Pro Tools, unless you was using Pro Tools for a long time, man, Logic is so much easier. And it seems like everybody's kind of using Logic. So that's what I kind of use. And I got tons of sounds and that type of thing. But not much. Even with this, a song by a guy named BJ Kemp, I even reached out to him and I told him I was going to add his song to my set. Maybe one day I get to meet him or whatever. That's his song.
All in, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. Let's just say all in. It's not going the way.
All in, all in, all in, all in, all in, all in.
So I'll tell you why it's repeating that much, but we'll go on to something else.
All in, 2, 3, 4.
And the drummer will hold down the rest of it. So he's following the cowbell, and he's gonna give me like a really slump, like, like really good slump feel. Like old school, like really, really deep. I should put a guitar in there, but his song is really simplistic, so I was trying to do it the best way I could. But so now when the drummer opens a session, he'll just be able to highlight one particular section, and whenever he highlights that section, it will just play that section. It won't go to the beginning of the session.
All in, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, I play organ at church for the most part. I don't get to play guitar that much in church, unless it's a conference or a revival that somebody hired me out for. I mostly play keys or organ in church. So, and y'all won't hear that.
All in.
Y'all won't hear none of that. And I put the deep snare in because I wanted that feel, and the congas. I did it all here. I'll show you what. And then I played a little guitar riff. It's like the riff in the song, but it's not exact, and I know it. I didn't want it to be exact. And yes, I'm preaching this weekend. I've been pastoring and preaching since I was 14 years old. well, not pastoring since I've been a pastor in a pastoral role since I was 21, but I've been preaching since I was 14. And that's exactly why. So I am the spitting image, almost physically and spiritually, of my father. Uh, he was to me, he was the original jack of all trades. He was a mechanic. He could paint anything with his hands. He could do. So I eventually got the bug, and the first one probably that I wanted from him was preaching, and then everything else just kind of came naturally. It is like in high school, I played trumpet, saxophone, cello, tuba, like French horn. I played a lot of, like, I would just take instruments home. And because I went to like a Kojic church, um, they let me bring all these instruments to church. So I brought them, and man, like shucks, I was on the front row. Like, this was in an era where, you know, the church was the training ground for our musicians. Like, it's not quite happening the way it used to, where even the R&B world feels the reeling and the rocking of musicians being at home and putting bars in and kind of producing via computer instead of being musicians. And so, what's up, man? So the saying goes, Jack of all trades is a master of none, but still always better than a master of one. And it was really the pandemic that made me pivot. It was the pandemic that made me shift. And while churches were closing, I started a new business. I was teaching online. I was like, I made the first year of the pandemic, and I probably shouldn't say this out in the open, I made almost 20 grand extra during the pandemic. But I had to pivot because people weren't going to church. We were scared to go outside. And so I started teaching online, and then I picked up other gigs. And yeah, the Lord was good to us that way. I appreciate that, James. I appreciate that. So yeah, but I'm really, really proud of the album, man. Jack of all trades. The full album's not done yet because I am. We don't have representation from like a record company or anything yet. The Lord's willing, man. I think we're getting ready to start doing like a college tour, and I do have a management team, and so they are in Atlanta right now, making their way through some HBCUs, and my hometown is. That's a tough question because I was born and raised here in Sacramento, between Sacramento and Los Angeles, and then I moved to Maryland. I completely love the East Coast. I love the East Coast. I love the vibe. I love how diverse the East Coast is. I wasn't used to it. Being from California, California is a melting pot, but that's exactly what we are. In California, we all kind of talk the same. We all kind of dress the same, same colloquialisms, that type of thing. On the East Coast, there are such diversity. With if you live in the East Coast, you know the difference between African and Jamaican, or just like they do out here with the difference between Filipino and Vietnamese. Um, the cultures are so different, especially New Jersey, New York. I used to just go hang out there because it was just so the hustle was so strong. It was so grimy. 20 minutes west of Atlanta. What is that? 20 minutes west of Atlanta. what is that? That puts you in, shucks, Atlanta. I've been to Hephzibah, Georgia. Okay. I've been to Hephzibah, Georgia, which is kind of outskirts. I've been to Lithonia, you know, shucks. I played City Winery, the City Winery in Atlanta. Are you kidding? Okay, near Douglasville. You're moving to Bakersfield, so you're gonna meet all of my family because because Bakersfield is where the family I married into. Wow. But why Bakersfield, James? Somebody's from Marietta, Georgia? I still haven't been to Louisiana. I cannot wait. I can't wait to get to Louisiana. Can't wait. Why don't I, since we're here, I'm talking about my stems, but why don't I play some of the stuff from the album? I think you guys will like this. I'm not going to take up all your time tonight. So here's a song called Meditation. All right? Come on, Eddie. I love Charlotte. I love the Queen City. I love the Queen City. All the songs are produced by me. Now, the beginning of this song, so there's no like verse, chorus on this song. Okay. There's no verse, no chorus. It's just that tag, and then the build up to the tag. So that's the mantra for the song. That ba-da-da-da-da. So sorry. So it is that. I'm sorry, my chord. Uh, uh, oh, E flat. Let me get a different sound. Hold on. Don't like that on this one. Close that. And sometimes it's like that. You got to relearn all your songs. Man. Put this right here. So. So that is going to repeat during the whole song, right? That's going to repeat during the whole song. Wait till you hear the end though, Patrick. Yeah, mine, I lifted up. I know what you're talking about. Wait for the turn, though. I think it's about to happen right now. So the turn then is None of Me. It is my take on a couple worship songs that are already out. Here comes the turn. Same tag, different key. That's why I call it meditation. Like, it takes me right there. Here comes the tag again. 3, 2, 1. Dang. You're right. But all this is unmixed, so you're absolutely right. Yep. I always take you back to my tag. My ode to Prince. And you can't hear it now, but it's rain in the background and wind blowing. Back to the tag. That's one of my favorite songs, man. That's one of my favorite songs. And you're right, P-Zone. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All this is unmixed. Everything is, the only song that really got mixed on the album was the one we released. Just so I could take my time, man. Engineers who really have great ears are in such high demand and very expensive. Don't ever get it twisted. So that way it allows me to do some work, to put some concerts together, make some money, so I can pay for the next songs or whatever. Here's a song my wife is singing on. I haven't listened to all the records in a while. I love this stuff, man. take you up to when my wife sings. I won't play no more. This is the second single. This is called Feels Like Home. Here's my wife. Oh, that's the unfinished version. Hold on, that's the unfinished one. That ain't it either. Where's the one where she sings on it? Amen. That sounds so great. Hold on. I'm going to just get to the end where she sings again. James, you want it all. James, you want it all, bro. So, anyway, I'm not going to take up a bunch of y'all's time, man. Good Friday, I'm preaching. My message is entitled, oh my God, man, my wife did an incredible job. My message is entitled Swiping Left. I have been coined the preacher who could preach anything. A few months ago, I preached a message entitled Finding Nemo. And I know, if you just allow me 30 seconds, I preached a message entitled Finding Nemo. And the premise of the message was likened to the premise of the movie. If when my kids were babies, they loved to watch Finding Nemo, and so it made me had to sit in front of TV and be with them and watch Finding Nemo. And I realized the real dilemma of the movie wasn't finding the lost fish; it was his father trusting Nemo. And finding and trusted are two different things. Nemo had a certain intuition that his dad tried to keep him away from. And so he had to learn to trust him. And so the premise of that, my message was finding a church who would actually do what Jesus wanted them to do was like Finding Nemo, or trying to trust Nemo. And a lot of times we don't believe that if we do it the way God wants it done, we can be successful. And so that was the premise of that message. But this weekend I'm preaching from the topic swiping left. We all know that on the dating app Tinder, when you didn't like a particular profile, you could swipe left and never see that profile again. And so I think the church being groomed or poised or maturing in this social media dilemma has swiped left on Jesus. The Bible is very, very concrete when he said that he wasn't comely, didn't have a six-pack, didn't have a nice grill, didn't have long flowing hair. For the most part, he was an outcast. His message was too radical for the church to receive it. Hence, the church killed him, not unsaved people. The church killed him because they didn't like his message. It'd be akin or akin to us swiping left on him. Not ever wanting to see that profile, not ever wanting any problems, not ever wanting to go through, not ever wanting to struggle, not ever wanting to test or trial. We swipe left on the stuff we really need, and we swipe right on the things that are appealing, filters and body shapers and eyelashes and a guy who goes to the gym 3 times a day. So I'm going to be breaking that down, man, on Good Friday. They put me up at the last spot. So, man, y'all pray for me. Now, I'm going to be honest. I struggled in the beginning to do a jazz album and still be a pastor. But God kind of freed me from the angst of whether sacred or secular, because it's the gift that he gave me. And my music doesn't degrade, it doesn't demean. I'm not condoning sin in my music, man. So I'm free to like play and to minister on a different level, where a lot of times when I come out of where I come out of, people are asking me, couldn't they sit down with me, man, and have counseling sessions because they really need some help. So I appreciate the doors that God is opening even to my music. You guys go have some fun, man. Go hang out. It's almost Good Friday. I'm going to go get my heart and my mind right. Thank you guys for coming to visit. I'm going to start doing what I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I have some great stories to tell about some people I've met, especially in the gospel industry, and some tours that I've been on. And I got a great big opener. You guys are not going to believe it. So in the next week or so, look out for a very candid conversation that I'm going to put right on YouTube. All right? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you soon and have a great day. If you haven't downloaded or at least streamed Jack of all trades. It's out there everywhere, man. Go get that joker. All right? Talk to you soon. Peace.